What if I told you there's an angel in your house right now, and you've been completely ignoring the signs? Most people assume angels only show up in dramatic, Hollywood-style moments. Bright lights, massive wings, thunder shaking the walls. But what if they are moving through your bedroom, your kitchen, and your daily commute? Today, I'm going to show you the 5 hidden signs that God's angels are in your room right now. By the end of this video, you will stop calling your survival luck and start recognizing your protection. You pretend you are alone when things get dark. Religion tells you that angelic encounters are reserved for super Christians, prophets, or people who pray 5 hours a day. That is a lie. That's religion. That's not relationship. The truth is, angels operate in the background. They are the deep ocean currents moving beneath the violent storms on the surface of your life. You don't see the current, but it is the exact thing keeping you from sinking. You just never knew what to look for. Let's look at what Scripture actually says. In the Bible, angels didn't wait for people to be in a temple to appear. They showed up in the most ordinary, dusty, exhausted moments of human life. Genesis 18 tells us, Abraham didn't even realize he was hosting angels until they were already eating his food. They blend into your reality, not performance. Connection. Number 1. The unexplained wake-up. You go to bed fine, no alarm set. But suddenly at 2 or 3 a.m., your eyes are wide open. You feel completely alert, almost like someone physically tapped you on the shoulder. What do? You grab your phone. You scroll. You call it insomnia. Stop calling it that. Look at 1 Kings 18:5. Elijah was exhausted, sleeping under a tree, ready to give up. And as he lay and slept under a juniper tree, behold, then an angel touched him, and said unto him, Arise and eat. Not in a dream, a literal touch. God's messengers wake you up when the spiritual tide shifts. Next time, don't check your notifications. Pray. Sign number 2 is the sudden wave of unexplained peace. Think about your own life right now. You are stressed. Bills are piling up. Your relationships are messy. The surface of your ocean is a Category 5 hurricane. Your mind is racing. And then, out of nowhere, this heavy, settling wave of calm washes over you. You didn't do anything to earn it. It just arrived. That's not coincidence. That's a perimeter being secured. Philippians 4:7 calls it the peace of God, which passeth all understanding. When angels are deployed to your location, peace is the atmospheric shift they bring. Think of Mary in Luke 1. Her entire world was turned upside down. The angel's first words? Fear not. Peace before explanation. Sign number 3 is the near miss. A near-miss car accident. You almost took that wrong turn. A quiet voice told you to wait 3 seconds before crossing the intersection, and a truck blew the red light. You are shaking. You tell your friends you got incredibly lucky today. Let's get this straight. That wasn't luck. That was protection. Psalm 91:11 and 12 is crystal clear. For he shall give his angels charge over thee, to keep thee in all thy ways. They shall bear thee up in their hands, lest thou dash thy foot against a stone. Angels are literally assigned to be the barrier between you and a premature exit. Sign number 4. A stranger says exactly what you needed to hear. You know that feeling when a completely random person, a cashier, someone in an elevator, a comment online delivers a sentence so painfully precise to your secret struggles that it makes you want to cry? They walk away, and you are left standing there stunned. Hebrews 13:2 tells us exactly what just happened. Be not forgetful to entertain strangers, for thereby some have entertained angels unawares. Angels don't always wear shining armor. Sometimes they wear a barista apron. Sometimes they hold a coffee cup. And finally, sign number 5. If you think the first 4 are powerful, this last sign breaks through the hardest walls of human logic. It is the hyperreal dream. You know the ones. You wake up, your heart is pounding, and the details are razor-sharp hours later. Maybe it was a warning. Maybe it was an overwhelming sense of being shielded. Religion and science tell you it was just something you ate before bed. Look at Matthew 2:13. The angel of the Lord appeareth to Joseph in a dream, saying, Arise, and take the young child. That dream saved the life of Jesus Christ. When the waking world is too noisy, heaven uses the silence of your sleep to transmit the strategy. Here is the bottom line. The room is quiet. The house is entirely still. Religion tells you this silence means absence, but in the deep ocean, silence is just the sound of immense, crushing power moving beneath the surface. Maybe you are a parent who is terrified for your children's future. Maybe you are drowning in debt and feel entirely isolated. Maybe you are fighting an addiction in the dark and think God has abandoned the room. He hasn't. Hebrews 1:14 asks a question that shuts down every doubt. Are not all angels ministering spirits sent to serve those who will inherit salvation? Sent to serve you. That is not a suggestion. That is Scripture. So here is your challenge for tonight. When you turn off the lights, do not ask God to send help. Thank Him that the help is already in the room. Say it out loud. Thank you for the guard in this room. Take back your peace. If you're tired of religious fluff, hit the like button and subscribe to Bible Undefeated for raw, scripture-based truth that actually makes your faith unbreakable. God is not distant. Heaven is not silent. And you are not walking through this life alone.